All right, live here. I think I've had a couple breakthrough. Uh, so I've been retitling some of these videos as I make them with a different theme. This is the morning general morning stream here. I will get a few shots of the with a Nikon camera as well and upload later. Hey William, morning. So the pad needs to be fixed. So the title is fix the pad. Art pause. Morning. I don't think the chopsticks need to be fixed, but the pad and maybe some of the platform there. Hey, Eduardo. We're coming up on the next 100, so if you're not subscribed yet, consider subscribing. We're nearing up on the 300 mark. We got about 2 or 3 more subscribers until we get that 16,300. I would slap you 5, give you a high 5 if you subscribe right now. It would get that 300 mark. This morning, one of the things that we're seeing is the second door there in the center has been opened. I'll put it in the center of the screen. This door in the center was opened this morning. Other than that, there's a lot of aerial lifts we can see, and kind of an amazing number of equipment here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 in the back, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I count 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 lifts in the picture. Oh, and there's one in the back. That white one in the back, 10. Way back there, it's 10. I may have cracked the code as far as viewership and what is it called? Yeah, and subscribers and everything. So I'm going to be doing some interesting things going forward. Yeah, they're moving fast, Darren. That's correct. Yeah, Darren says maybe Elon's not that far off on his timeline, huh? For 2 months or something. Could be on point there. Grant, good morning. Eduardo, I don't see any vehicles going in the side there. There is some people on the bottom left there, and it looks like they're lifting stuff, not so much with, I don't see any backhoe inside of the area there. Thanks for all your help yesterday, Grant. That's good stuff. Thanks. Mace on the case. Good morning. Afternoon. Yeah, it's a busy place, Mike. Good morning. Wow, Grant, thanks, man. And so it begins. Thank you. Ray asks, are there any crews to clear the, to clean the wider site, fences, etc.? Ray, there have been some crews walking around over the last week cleaning up the hills here. Yeah, I don't see anything right now. It looks like maybe they picked up all the stuff they wanted to. I have been seeing during the daytime, they have like a golf cart that goes up and down the beach, and they pick up anything that washes ashore. Not yet. I haven't seen anything recently out here in the field, but they were out here earlier, a week ago. At this point, I think they picked up all the notable debris they wanted to get. So everybody take note that Mr. Grant or Sir Grant or Madame Grant is in the house and was here yesterday as well. In US dollars, that is $4 so far. Yesterday it went up quite high, so I appreciate that. Let me see, what can I say? We do have in the description of this video, there are some links to Rubble. I'll pick something up here. This is just something that, let me see here, zoom out a little bit here. This is a piece of rubble that was just sitting here by the camera. And so we have some of this stuff for sale if you'd like to check in. And we've got different sizes. So we have this is like bigger than the hand size, and then we have a smaller hand size, and then we have the little tiny ones. Let me see. Like for instance, this is some tiny ones. I might have a bigger second piece. This would be maybe the larger size of the hand-sized, the 2-ball picture. So this is like, I've got a link to this in the description. So we have stuff like this for sale. It has all the white streaks in there, and so I'll just throw this back on the hill. But there's some other darker material which has the metallic stainless steel, almost like, or some type of metal that meshes it all together. It's a darker rock, and that I haven't been selling that, but it is here too. Let me see, but it's a little bit dangerous, so I haven't been selling that. Thanks, Grant. Wow. So anyway, that's a short. In addition to the videos, we got a few things for sale on eBay in the description. Two. Let me see. Yeah, thanks 100%, Grant. There is a, let me see, what can I say? There's a Starship over at the Rocket Garden. There's the 3 all next to each other, and then there's that other one. And that one has a bunch of engines on it. I've taken some video of it. We've seen some of that video before. And maybe they'll be bringing that out this way, or maybe they'll take it out to the new test range at Massey's gun range, the old gun range. But that does have a tremendous number of engines on it. Kind of very impressive. Let me do a zoom in too. Thanks, Trent. Awesome. There will be some other uploads later today, so there'll be an opportunity to participate in various videos. To the moon, to the moon. Let's see. Two kinds of raptors, right? Yeah, there are 2 kinds of raptors. That's correct. I haven't seen a lot of trucks coming in yet. Yesterday, we saw, and there was a excavator inside of the crater from the left. We're looking west-southwest right now, but from this 90-degree side over there, I got the video yesterday, and we could see an excavator working inside there, almost completely underneath the ground. Awesome. And so it may be clear now, but we'll have to see. I'll maybe get another video take some video of what's going on inside there. Chris, good morning. Bill says they'll be ready to launch again before the end of August. So we're in May now, beginning of May 2nd, I believe. So June, July, early July will be 2 months. So you're thinking in about 4 months, huh? Watching NVA, good stuff. Hey, Chris. Let me get a shot of the whole tower too. I haven't done that yet. Hey, Ken. I'm looking for some of the special types of music that might be good for some of these videos that are put up on the channel here. If you have some type of preference for like if you were driving an excavator or one of these aero lifts, what kind of music would you want to listen to while you're driving it? Chris says maybe the tank farm will be next couple months. Yeah, maybe swap the vertical with horizontal. Yeah, it's interesting. Some people have speculated that maybe they could put up some nets, some metal nets, to keep the concrete debris from hitting the side of the tanks over here. That they can put some very small hold metal nets as they use it for the avalanches in the Himalayas. But yeah. Anyway, we'll get back to the site. Thank you, Grant. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This morning, it's we got a little bit of wind, maybe about 6 miles an hour coming from the east. What else? It's a sunny day. It's going to be a sunny day, even a lot more sunny today as well. Yesterday was kind of scorching in the afternoon. Some people said maybe they were moving slower because of the heat in Texas, and I believe that is a possibility. Yesterday was like the first hot day we had, but that's also due to the rainfall we had over the last week. So all that humidity which was in the ground just got brought up as well. So it's a mixture of humidity and heat simultaneous. There we go, Ken. We got another one coming up on the right. That'll make 11. I'm going to unplug the mic. I don't really need it, and maybe some of the background sound would be nicer. So, thank you, Grant. All right, we're running on without the mic right now. To the moon, to the moon. Good to know, Chris. Thank you. I'll show a picture of, I'm going to zoom out in a bit and show another piece of, this may be the, this is the darker material that was used in the pad. It has a bunch of metal throughout it. So I'm going to zoom out and show you that right now. Just a minute. See, I don't know, let me see how good we can see this. You can see it has a bunch of metal right here and right here. This is some of the darker material. It's from the launch pad also, but it's got the metal throughout it, and it's a little bit dangerous because these can poke you. So, but this is another type of rock that's out here, in addition to the lighter colored ones. Oh, that's the fondage. I got you. Thanks. Lonnie Liston Smith and the Cosmic Echoes. Okay, I'll check it out. James, thanks. James Johnson. Okay, Johnson Space Center friend says the target date of September 5th for contractors to be clear of the site. The Texas Bandit. So you're saying that's some type of a notice given to contractors for the 5th of September, huh? Wow. Yeah, Jesse Gallagher of the Golden Thread. That's correct. And Diala, huh? Mission to Mars. All right, check it out. Thank you, Grant. And, okay, interesting. So Bill West says maybe 2.5 seconds instead of 6 seconds on the pad. Interesting. We had about almost $20 donated by Grant. Very notable. Very notable. Wow. All right. Make that $26. Bill, nice. Black Knight Satellite, awesome. And Grant with another one, awesome. Yeah, Black Knight Satellite is an interesting thing, and that's why we named it that. But I believe maybe they used some of the special metal manufactured in space to create that satellite. That's why could have the properties that it does. Thanks, Bill. Good stuff. And Grant. Yeah, Chris Golas says, I wonder which booster ship will be next to fly. Wonderfully beautiful in the house, says blessings to all. New Caney, Texas, in Jesus' name. Prayers for you and for SpaceX. Good stuff. All right. Booster 9, you think? Possibly 10 or 11, says WCT. I got you. What? WCT. I wonder how that's pronounced. There is a car alarm in the background there. Somewhere maybe toward the SpaceX parking lot on the west side of the launch site here. Oh, I got you, William CT. I got you, cool. Thanks, WCT. Good stuff. I would say the person's name, but it starts with a B. It says Starship hasn't gotten the booster right. Yeah, I don't know, but I know we saw during the launch, the booster launched off the pad here, and I heard something about 3 of the engines weren't turned on because of certain things. But then another 3 or 4 engines, once they got up into orbit, into the going past the max Q, etc., like 3 or 4 other engines were not lit, possibly injured by some of the debris from the pad under there. So now, I don't know if the booster is good or bad. I would lean on the side that the booster is good, but something about the flight termination system getting delayed longer than it should have. It should have fired off earlier. But the booster may be pretty good. It'd be good to go. Oh, okay, so if some of the engines didn't start up correctly, then yes, the booster does need work. If yeah, some of the 3 of the engines weren't really working. That's why they didn't turn them on apparently in the beginning. So you're correct. The booster does need work. So sorry, my apologies. Michael says September 26th, 9/26. Interesting. Bill says the FAA is getting sued. So question, I heard that by the environmental people. Is that correct? I looked around. It appears some type of environmental thing. Nice. Grant, thanks for being here and all for the contribution today. Awesome. Thank you so much. If there's a way I can bring more value to what's going on here, let me know, and I'll see if I can do a little bit more. We can get a little different shots or whatever. Glad you're here. Christopher says, I think both Booster 7 hydraulic systems failed. So Raptors could not gimbal steer. Future boosters Raptors will have the electrical actuators. Interesting. Yeah, I heard something about, at least for the Starship, I heard about electrical stuff, actuators, linear actuators for the Starship forward and aft flaps. But I hadn't heard about anything on the booster yet, but it sounds interesting. Both of the systems failed, huh? Says Golos Christopher. Wow. So they couldn't gibble. Wow. That's a big issue, huh, Christopher? If they want to land the booster at the tower or wherever else, they're going to need to be able to gimbal those Raptor engines at the base of the booster. So, wow. Okay, so Bill says 3 of the engines on the booster were planned not to turn on. Interesting. Thanks, Rick. I'll do about another 4 minutes or so, and then I'll move around the site and see if there's any shots to get. See what people are doing and maybe get some good shots. Interesting. Rick, what was the purpose for just not turning those 3 engines on? Was it some type of technical or mechanical issue, or was it just some other type of thing? Was it a test if it could launch without those 3 engines, or? So they weren't healthy enough, says Rick. Good. All right. Good stuff. Well, this thing launched out of here very quickly, and if they didn't need to separate the Starship from the booster, it would have been a success. You know, if that thing would have just kept going into orbit from there, if they had planned it that way, then even with those engines failing, I think if they had the fuel, they could have just kept going to orbit, right? So even with all the failures they had, if they didn't want it to be renewable, it could have just kept going, I would imagine. They're doing some, it looks like they may be doing some welding. I'm seeing some type of sparks. We're seeing some sparks on that middle section here, around here, on that new staircase they put in. Possibly welding that together. Possibly a Starship Trooper. And Rick, yeah, it looks, it's good that they look busy. Yep. Yep. And so I have started renaming some of these videos as I did it. Again, I started this video off, this event, this experience, probably an event. This event at this time started off where I was saying I cracked the code for some of this stuff here. So you will see some different titles and some other types of videos coming out as I dial it in. And so there will be work here for you to do on site in some of these new videos coming up. The code, I'll give you the secret here. This is the secret, people, it's a mirroring effect. So if I show somebody, if somebody here is working or they're lifting something, you're gonna watch the video, and since everybody relates to what they're watching, they're gonna do whatever the person in the video is doing, at least in their mind, as they follow along. So if I name the video excavate the crater, that's what's happening in the video, and you will be excavating the crater as you watch it happen. So that is the code being cracked here. That's the code I cracked yesterday, and I believe it will be effective. I'll give it a shot, but that's since people mirror what they're watching. It's not a command, but it's a kind of a description of what's happening in the video. But as the people watch it, that's what they're a little bit doing. So I'll be naming the videos here based on what's happening and see how that goes. I'll let you know in a few weeks how it turned out. Or you can let me know. Yeah, a lot of machines, yep. Yeah, brick, yep. Nathan Moore, huh? And mate, as the moon drops. Nick, yeah, for the video here, I can use the free audios in the YouTube library, but I will check out these other people's tunes and possibly get some music similar to what they have. At least I'll know what you and others here like. That's a good start. All right, this will be the final moments here on this video for this experience. Paul Marcos here at the video camera, right next to you as we watch all the work being done here. Lots of aerial lifts, lots of aerial lifts. Okay, Nick. Rick, thank you. Better, yep. Bill West, 7 men. I counted 11. 11, yeah, so one more. There's one more in the back, that white one back there. It's right at the back of the tower there. That's the 11th one. Good. See you on the next one. Hope you didn't get too tired watching this and or doing the work, and we'll see you on the next one.